Hello everyone and welcome back to Tarot for Manifesting. My name is Caitlin. I'm going to be performing this reading for you today. And today we're going to be looking into, for those of you who are on the manifesting journey, what is Spirit's guidance for you in regards to getting closer to receiving your desire? What is Spirit's guidance for you on this manifesting journey? So I never know what the tarot is going to tell us. So we start every reading off as general guidance. And if you are drawn to this deck, if you're drawn to this reading, if you've clicked on this video, you are on the manifesting journey. This reading is for you. Okay? Spirit, what messages would you like to get through? We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse we're starting off with. We have the Six of Cups. Spirit, what message would you like to get through? We have the Queen of Swords. For those of you who clicked on this video, what messages does Spirit have regarding your manifestation? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. We have the Chariot in the reverse. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, underneath the deck for your overall energy here, we have the Star. Okay, so the message is coming through pretty loud and clear here. Let me sit with it for a moment anyways. It feels like with the Eight of Wands in the reverse here and the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords, it feels like you're maybe feeling a little bit stressed that your desire is not coming to you. You know, it feels like there's a lot of anxiety. When's it going to get here? Am I doing this right? Are these techniques working? Is my manifestation method working? Is Spirit actually bringing it to me? Do I need to be doing something different? Am I doing enough? Is it even coming? Is this even happening? Is this even possible for me? Yeah, there's a lot of anxious what if thoughts here, it feels like. It feels like these are the more dominant vibration. And it's kind of, this is Spirit wanting you to know that this is kind of feeding into itself, okay? So if you are on the manifesting journey, let's say you are visualizing, maybe you're doing hypnosis, maybe you're scripting, you're doing everything that you are supposed to be doing to try and change your vibration, to change your mindset. It feels like there's a lingering doubt kind of underlying all of it that's saying, you know, does this even work? Am I, I feel like I'm doing this wrong. It's more so doubting. I mean, it feels like there's a little bit of doubt in regards to your actual manifestation here. and like the possibility and the potential that it has to actually come to you in the physical realm. But it also feels like this is a lot of you doubting your methods with the Seven of Cups energy here. Because in manifesting, on the manifesting journey, there are many, many different techniques that we can use. We don't even have to use any at all, but sometimes it just helps to kind of get us into that state, right? Or that space. But problems can arise when we feel like we need to be doing all of the things. And then on top of that, taking the small actions to actually, let's say carve the footpath for our manifestation to come to us in physical reality. And then if we feel like we need to do all of the things, then it kind of just adds more stress, and the more things that we kind of add onto our plate, the more things that we're doing, the more active we are in actively trying to force ourselves to change, it kind of feeds into this. This is where manifesting gets tricky, because it can kind of feed into this energy of, I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing enough. I'm not going anywhere because I'm doing it wrong. Should I do EFT tapping, or should I do hypnosis, or should I journal? Better just do all three, right? And that ends up kind of putting us in this really stressful space. And that works against us, the more that we're kind of fueling those thoughts of, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough. This is, Spirit needs you to know this right now, okay? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything except decide. Once you have decided, everything comes. Once you have decided, the doubts fall away. And it doesn't happen automatically, and that's okay. But Spirit is really hammering down this point here. You can't do it wrong. If you want to tap once a day to kind of get rid of any, lingering emotions or programming that may be kind of, keeping you energetically tethered to one place, great. If you want to journal in order to clear that stuff, great. If you need to meditate in order to do that, great. But it's not that you have to do 10 manifesting techniques a day to be successful at it. You don't have to do any of those techniques if you have decided. If you have made your decision that this is what will be and this is what you will have, then yes, tapping will help. Yes, hypnosis will help. Meditating will help. Everything will help when you have decided. When you have decided, you can be doing something totally unrelated, and that's helping bring your manifestation in, right? So this is Spirit really, really encouraging you with this Queen of Swords here to cut off any self-doubt. Any self-doubt, in particular in regards to if you're doing it right. And obviously that's easier said than done, right? But with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse here, and the Chariot in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse, this is your manifestation wanting to come to you, wanting to get to you. But with the Seven of Cups energy here, the Nine of Swords, you have so much going on mentally. You have your mind in so many different places of what you're doing wrong, that is what is manifesting. Your dominant vibration here is, I'm doing it wrong, I'm not doing enough, it's not going to come to me. That is what Spirit is needing you to know right now, needing you to be aware of, is this belief that you're not doing enough, you're not doing enough manifesting techniques, you're not doing them correctly, all of that, and for that reason, it's not working. That is a story as well that you are playing inside your head. And it is manifesting into reality because that is your dominant vibration. And it is blocking the manifestation that you are actively working towards. It feels like when you're meditating, throughout the whole time you're meditating, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm not doing this right. I'm not doing this right. This is wrong. I should be doing something else. It's like there's no presence, It's like when you are working at one thing, you're thinking about all the other things that you have to do afterwards, and there's no presence in any of it. And that is pushing away your manifestation. Okay? Whew, big message here. You have the star as your overall energy. The star is, in this reading, it feels like a cleanse. There needs to be a cleanse happening, okay? So if you are someone who is really into kind of spiritual methods of cleansing, this can be smudging, Palo Santo, saging, doing what it is that you need to do to clear your space. This could be meditating for a long period of time. It could be visualizing while you're in the shower, kind of rinsing away all of the doubts, all of those fears, all of those anxieties, and kind of watching them go down the drain. Obviously, as I said, all of this is easier said than done, but we can at least start with a cleanse and then kind of start to work to reverse that momentum, right? Because we've been going this way, we've been going backwards. With the amount of self-doubt and stress and anxiety that we've been carrying around just in our methods alone, let alone having anything to do with our manifestation. Just in what we're doing day to day doesn't feel like enough. And if it doesn't feel like enough, it's always going to feel like it's not enough. And your manifestation is always going to be just over there, So this is a need for us with the Queen of Swords to start to be actively aware and actively conscious of these thoughts that tell us that we're not doing enough, or that we're not doing it correctly, or that it's not going to work because blah, 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 we're not enough, basically, right? Is kind of the bottom line there. This is every single time you think a thought like that, you are pushing your manifestation further and further away. And that is becoming your dominant vibration, and you're living in this vibration of not enough. This is Spirit encouraging you to just start with an awareness. Whenever you start to think that whatever it is that you're doing is not enough and you need to be doing more, that is a lie. All you have to do is decide. And it does, I'm not gonna lie, it does feel like we're not really as close to that step right now energetically as maybe we would like to be, because this is the energy that needs to be focused on being cleared up first, okay? With the King of Cups energy, this is an emotionally balanced state, feeling worthy, feeling deserving, feeling lots and lots of self-love here. Coming in underneath this Page of Pentacles in the reverse, there is a real need to kind of go within, take inventory of our emotions. What is our dominant emotion that we're feeling, right? And then once we have an awareness of that, it's not that it goes away as soon as we have an awareness of it, but we can at least be aware of its presence throughout the day when it tries to pop back up again, So if we know that this is an issue and it pops back up throughout the day in the words of, oh my God, I'm starting a new business, so I have to do this and this and this and this and this. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. That is where the alarm bells should be going off. That's where Spirit is wanting that ding, ding, ding. Hey, you're thinking that not enough thought again, right? And then once you realize that you're thinking that, really equate that and know that every single time you think that way, you're pushing your manifestation further away. And then it makes it easier to just drop it, just drop it, just let go of it. Take a step back, do something else, something that makes us feel good, something that makes us feel warm inside and sweet and cozy and safe, and makes us feel like enough, makes us feel proud of ourselves. We can kind of work to, like I said, start to reverse that momentum. And then once that momentum is reversed and we're starting to feel really good, we're starting to feel like we're doing enough, we're doing everything that we're supposed to be doing, then we start to really see some shifts happening. Okay? But there is really a need to kind of disconnect from that feeling space of not being enough, not doing enough. I want to get one for the Six of Cups here. We have the Five of Swords. Yeah, it feels like the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords is self-sabotage, okay? And the Six of Cups, this can talk about old programming, whether it is from past lives, if you believe in past lives, or if it's from childhood, this kind of, very masculine oriented. I need to go, go, go. I need to do, do, do. I need to take action. I need to work. I need to hammer. I need to, This is an energy of self-sabotage that Spirit is wanting you to notice from this point forward and actively work to shift your attention over to an opposite thought whenever you're feeling that way, okay? It's going to take time and it's going to take practice. But that's where we can start to really see the shift here, okay? And start to kind of clean up and clear our energy out of that dominant vibration that's kind of holding us back. And then we can start to work into the space of allowing, okay? Okay, so that is all that I have for you guys. I really do hope that this was helpful for you. If it was helpful for you, please feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what you are manifesting. If this was helpful for you as well, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for those of you on the manifesting journey who are seeking Spirit's guidance. Okay, so thank you again so much for joining me today, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Okay.